How's fall ball going?
It's going pretty good. Got some depth this year. Got a good group of freshmen that came in. Really think that the pitching staff returned some strong guys, and we brought in some strong guys. I think that we're going to be pretty solid.
For you personally, what have you wanted to work on this fall to take into the season?
Mainly developing a changeup and just being a good teammate as well, and then also on the pitching side, just working fastballs inside to righties, kind of trying to jam them a little bit.
What's it been like going out there most days with so many scouts in the stands?
I mean, the first few scrimmages I was kind of nervous, but I mean, around like 2 and 3, like I was kind of just used to it at that point. And at the same time, it's just a game. Just going out there, trying to compete against my guys, trying to work on some things that I need to work on.
Do you see some of yourself in Drew Gilbert, maybe especially in energy and attitude and mannerisms and everything?
Yeah, no, for sure. I've told a few guys about that. He really reminds me a lot of myself as a freshman, and in the situation that he's kind of doesn't really know how to control his emotions yet. Sometimes he can he'll walk a guy and really just let it get to him a little too much, and then it'll kind of spiral out of control. But I mean, as far as stuff goes, yeah, for sure, the guy's a dog out there.
How do you help him with kind of keeping everything in check and everything?
Just in the weight room, like sometimes like I'm just constantly talking to him, telling him good job, telling him make sure he's getting his rest. And during the run-in, a bunch of the guys kind of help him out because, I mean, running up in where he's from up in the north, I'm sure it's a little different than running down here where it's hot. So he kind of struggled a little bit with the conditioning aspect, but other than that, I think he's doing a pretty good job.
Who are some of the position players that have kind of made a big jump this offseason, you think?
I think that Max Ferguson's made a big jump. He's got a little pop now. Last year he was kind of just getting a bunch of infield singles, but now he's kind of hitting it around. Jake Rucker for sure. Man, his barrel's really staying to the zone a lot, and he's getting a lot of base knocks, a lot of extra base hits, and Trey Lipscomb as well. They're all just banging it around.
What's the one hitter that you haven't wanted to face when you're out there pitching?
I'd say Al. Just because, I mean, he hammers fastballs, he hammers all speeds. And if I'm unable to jam him, then I mean, I pretty much just kind of have to hit all my spots.
Is there some part of the mental component of pitching that you've tried to work on this fall here?
Yeah, for sure. The kind of what I was talking about Drew Gilbert, just being able to control my emotions and not letting too many things get to me. Like, I mean, if I give up a hit, it's not the end of the world. But I mean, obviously, I don't like to give up too many of them. But I mean, just being able to control how I feel when I'm out there, and even when I'm not on my best behavior out there, I could still get the job done.
When was the first time you threw 100?
I believe it was this last fall scrimmage. So I've heard when I came in the dugout, everybody seemed to already know. I mean, obviously juices were flowing first game of the Fall World Series, but I mean, I didn't expect it to be like that.
What's that feeling like when you find that out?
It's kind of surreal. It was kind of hard to believe at first. Like I was trying to see like how many guns picked it up, you know, how many times did I hit it, and I was trying to make sure with our video coordinator as well. But I mean, it's pretty awesome. I never really pictured myself being here, but it's cool.
LSU, Vanderbilt, Florida, Arkansas, some of the best programs in the country you guys get here this year. Just how exciting is that to be able to compete on the biggest stage?
Oh, that's awesome to have Vandy at home. I mean, reigning national champs, and then to have LSU at home. I'm kind of trying to bounce back from my freshman year. My appearance versus them wasn't very well, and I'm kind of just going to try and compete against them as hard as I ever have.
The whole scouts in the stands thing, watching you pitch, is that new to you, or did you have some of that in high school?
No, it's pretty new to me. In high school, I was a pretty low prospect. Nobody really knew who I was. I didn't wind up committing to Tennessee until the 4th of July before freshman year, actually. So, I mean, it's all pretty new to me, but I mean, nothing that I don't think I can overcome.
Seeing a guy like Jan Gomes win a World Series, as a player, does that do anything on the recruiting trail?
Oh yeah, for sure. Especially being that he was a Tennessee graduate. I mean, it's pretty awesome, especially when we have recruits coming in and we could list this long group of guys that have come through here and had a winning culture here and produced some good teams. And it's pretty cool to be able to tell those guys, and it helps kind of rally the troops a little bit.
Did you talk with Tony about watching Max Scherzer up there, kind of flying back and forth?
No, I talked to him a little bit about it, but I mean, it's been pretty hectic since the Fall World Series ended, so I haven't really got much time.
Did you see that video of him on the field after the game?
Oh yeah, no, he looked pretty hyped. That was pretty awesome to see. I mean, he gets hyped for us, but to get hyped at the World Series, you know, for his guy, and he's always talking about Max. They seem to be good buds, and it was just pretty cool to see him out there supporting his buddy.
In developing that changeup, how has that kind of come along this fall? You have a good feel for it going into the season?
Yeah, no, I've always had a lot of confidence in it, but I just never really had the feel to throw it in the zone. But I mean, going into the season, yeah, I think that'll be one of my best pitches.
Two more.